Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Introverted Traveler. Today, I wanted to talk about Asheville River Cabins and our experience there. So I would say overall, it was a great experience. It's beautiful, as you can see by these pictures that are up on the screen or on the video. It's right next to the river. I mean, you just walk straight up to the river and it's great. We got some wonderful pictures of like sunsets there, things like that. These cabins I'm showing you here are the ones that I think you should probably go for. They are basically just one-in-ones. You can't do like the whole family in these. But they are right next to the river. Ours was set back a bit. You can still hear the river, but with these, if you open your window, you will hear it. Try out cabin 81. So ours was cabin 208, and I have to tell you that I really did enjoy staying there. It was very relaxing. This place is close to everything. It's gorgeous. They have relationships with companies where you can do kayaking and massages will come straight to your cabin and things like that. As you can see, it's just a basic cabin. So the thing I did want to talk about really quick is some of the negatives. And one was ants, and one was just like a smell that was in there. And the next thing was just sort of communication. And maybe I just didn't know how to use their app or what they wanted me to do, but here we are. So ants were in this cabin. And at first I didn't think anything of it because I'm at the river, you know. You're going to have ants, spiders, flying something, you know, you half expect it. By the time we were done, and we only stayed 3 days and 2 nights, the ants were in our bed. The ants were in the living room. I got bit twice. They were in the shower. So they really were a problem. We had a problem with the air conditioning. Basically, they could not cool this whole cabin. So one night we were just not sleeping at all. And I can't sleep at about 78, 80. So that's about how warm it was in there with all the windows open. The other thing was a smell. So we walked in and kind of smelled like wet dog. And we tried to figure out where the smell was coming from. And essentially, some of the pots and pans and things like that I'm about to show you just weren't clean. They had food on them still. This refrigerator, very cute, had something smeared on it. And so we ended up cleaning half the cabin. When we told them about this, there was no like, oh, I'm so sorry, let me give you a partial refund, let me move you to a different cabin. None of that. It was just a thank you. For me, that's bad customer service. I ended up having to do basically your job. And there was no, come back for that, basically. There was no recompense or anything like that. Let's give you a free night, anything, nothing. So, I think that's something they should think about. Here you can see I left the bread and the chips. My husband's about to help me with that. So overall, guys, we did have a good time, but just if you're allergic to ants, I would not stay at cabin 208. Previously, in my pan around, you could see that they had cabins up above the water. I might stay there instead because you are paying about $2,000 to stay here. And that's for 3 days and 2 nights. So at first I thought, hey, that's great because kayaking, massages, all this stuff. But a lot of that's not really available there, especially the kayaking. They have this is the ants. And they're not small either. So they have relationships with companies, like I said earlier. Those companies come out to you and take you places and things like that. So whenever you leave, they want you to stack everything just like that. So it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. But I'm not sure we'll go back just because of the ants and some of the ways they make things seem on their website is not exactly true when you get there. And I don't really like that. Like just say, have pictures of your place and just say you have relationships. So either way, I can't wait to try something else in Asheville and tell you guys about it. What do you think? Would you stay at Asheville River Cabins? Have you stayed at Asheville River Cabins? And if you have, let us know how your experience was down in the comments. Okay, guys, thanks very much. Bye.